Yo, what's up, guys? So I wanted to make this video on Drive Rush. I'm sorry if the music is loud right now, but like I really think that the Drive Rush mechanic in Street Fighter 5, I'm trying to get my mic right, it really needs to be nerfed to the cost of the mechanic in neutral. I think the other mechanics, the EX special moves or the overdrive moves, whatever it is, those will kind of make sense for the cost of them. But I think the drive rush in neutral should be a tool that is used more sparingly, and it's something that's being just overly abused right now here in the preseason of Street Fighter 6. And it's very, very, very good. And I'm gonna kind of show that. Even this character like let's do like Ryu, and I'll pick like Candy.
Another mission awaits.
So, like to me, in my opinion, I think this is pretty much maybe the only mechanic, maybe something else that really needs to just be adjusted. We'll just put on like 4 bars or something like that, and we'll do standard just to kind of show it. So, alright, so if I'm chilling in neutral or whatever, I got my bar and I spend it. The thing that makes this mechanic really stupid is like, let's let's assume everybody's great and they block it, right? Let's just assume that, and let's just say, this fixed. It never goes up. Duh, that's what fixed means. Do standard. So like it goes up it goes at such a good rate. Like even if you're doing like nothing, it just like goes up at a very smooth rate. So either like the regen rate of the drive gauge needs to be decreased when you're not in burnout. I think burnout pace is pretty fair, but I think the standard rate, like when you're doing absolutely nothing, it's even like it goes up, right? Like when you do nothing, you're just like, I'm just standing here, you get meter back. I think that shouldn't exist. So if I do literally jack shit, you're gonna say, here's meter for you. Bare minimum, you should be forcing a block string, but now it just goes up faster. So in essence, you do like 2 medium buttons, and you pretty much have a bar. Or if you do 2 heavy, either way, medium buttons are just, that's very strong to just have that kind of gain. But what's crazy about it is like, even when you spend that bar, that's not bad at all, because you pretty much get that bar back even as you're spending it. Right? Like you're like, oh well, I pretty much almost have it now. I'll just like keep going in, and then if you land hits in your combo, that meter's just gonna come right back. And you're like, whoa, okay. It's just, it gets there so quickly, and it seems like it's not at this moment when I'm showcasing this, but in the heat of the match, when there's like moments, there's just like even like a couple of seconds where maybe you don't do it, and then you're like, you know what, doing it again. And then you just kind of go for it, right? And I just really think that the drive mechanic is just really stupid. Because even if you're like, I'm terrible, and you do it, that's not even that. Even if you're like the lowest level player, you know, like you don't do like the quick drive rush and all that kind of shit. You don't do that, or maybe you do the slower one, whatever it is. You're still getting that off at a pretty fast, and you just close so much range. Look how much range that closes in. Like, there's no normal in the game unless you're Dalsim that's closing that range, and then you force the mix. Like, that, or I think maybe in this scenario, another nerf they could do, I think there's so many great ways that they could nerf this and make this effective, is make it on block a normal hit on block. You know, like, make it not +4, okay, it's 0. Like, why not make it 0 on block after you drive rush or something like that? Perfectly fine. Maybe make it the same meter cost and then it's 0. I think if they did nerf the meter cost and then nerf this, that would kind of make it bad and pointless. But it needs to have like some downside to using this, because there's no downside right now because of what you get from doing it. You're like, oh, okay, well, I'm just going to be +3 now, so then I can just keep pressuring you. and it's super fast, and most characters like DJ or Ryu or Ken or Kim, most of them you're not consistently reacting to it. Or you pick someone like friggin' Juri who gets a mash medium punch like 3 fucking times. Like, it's so stupid. Oh, and then do a special move, and then like, so look at Juri when she gets back. I think you could do like the heavy one if you wanted to. You know, throw it out there occasionally as like, you know, trick. And then you can just like, her dash is so good. That's basically like a thing too. And then you can just do whatever. So this is like my biggest gripe with this game now, is that this mechanic is kind of destroying it. And then to make even matters worse, when you're doing this, you can come in, and if someone tries to drive impact you, because you have all that frame advantage, you could drive impact them back. So it makes drive impact on defense even worse than it already is. So there's just so many things that this is destroying. It's destroying the whole level or the point of actually playing neutral and sitting here and being like, like let me find my way in, as opposed to being like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna play DJ and do some dumbass standing heavy kick like fucking 90 million miles away. Like, look at this range. Like, why do you get to from here do that? It's stupid. So hopefully you guys agree with me. Drive Rush needs some fucking nerfs.